What is up, guys? It's your boy No Risk, No Premium, back with another episode of the Market Overview. Guys, today we saw some selly on ES come, but pounced right back up. Like, see a lot of bottom wicks here. Buyers are definitely responsive. I mean, sellers are responsive at the highs as well. So we're just starting to really build out this balance area. And the saying goes, when the market gets choppy, trading gets sloppy. I don't know who said that, but it's very true, right? When the market sticks around in an area for a long enough time, you could probably mark 17,000 different levels in here. But what you really need to do is just keep your eagle eye levels intact and wait for those setups and those areas of interest to come, because we were talking about 47.65 yesterday. Yes, did we wick a little below it? Did we have an area of interest just below that? Sure did. But you would have to be patient. Patience is required when the market starts to chop or range or consolidate or whatever you want to call it, balance, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So patience is absolutely needed. Okay. But really quickly, what we always do, we go check out the economic data for tomorrow. We can see we have some pre-market data coming out, jobless claims in the morning there. That'll definitely look to move the market from there. Looks like we have some Philly Fed CapEx, et cetera, type stuff here, all the Philadelphia data. But really, I think market's just going to be paying attention to the jobless claim. So we'll be paying attention to the jobs claim. That's at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 1 hour before the market opens. So you got to wake up early and see how the market reacts to that data. Doesn't look like really have anything coming after the open, which is kind of nice to see. Lots of oil data coming out. Looks like right at 11, so about an hour and a half into the market open. So just be cognizant of that. I did just see that 2:15 p.m. Biden will address the economy at 2:15 p.m. on a Thursday. So mark that on your calendar as well. Always could come over here and check the economic calendar at Market Watch. Better be safe than sorry. Like we could see, right? Just a bunch of pre-market data coming out. Wow, we got one knucklehead coming out and speaking very early in the morning there. But right here, really just have speaking twice today. Good for them. But we can see right here, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, really only data we got to pay attention to. On to the charts. Looking at the daily, not seeing huge, overwhelming sell volume. Is this just a pullback for a higher low? Is this a bull flag? Is this bad? I don't know. Are we going to break out? Are we going to break down? I don't know. What I can tell you is you can see this nice long wick down and then hold. So for tomorrow, anywhere from about 47.45 to about 47.65. If we hold this area tomorrow, I will be looking at the long trade. Likely, I really like 47.35 to actually kiss and touch and go high and go higher. That's where I'd be looking for longs in there. But if we hold 47.65, the area we reclaimed, if we hold that all night, we'd likely look for dips into this zone to hold and likely take us right back on to about 4,800. Over 4,800, we could easily see 48.20, 48.40 from there. But if this is going to be a reversal candle, nice long wick down with some buyers showing up, okay, then I'll be looking, if we open up above this area, be looking for any dips into this zone tomorrow. Now, I do think there's a short trade setup, but you got to wait until under 47.35. Under 47.35, I do think we come back and test the weekly lows down here about 4,700. You can see the 46.95. This is that last POW pump on the last FOMC meeting that we had, not the minutes, the meeting. Okay, do we get a full imbalance fill there? I don't know. We almost did, right? We almost did here. So very likely I'd be looking for a long there at 4,700. But 47.35 will definitely put up a fight. I think need a true break and hold under there. You got about 30 points of downside, but I do think 47.35 to 47.65, that's going to be a bounce zone I will be looking at going into the remainder of the week. Onto the SPY chart here. Going to look very similar to the ES chart, right? We knew this 470, 471 level was going to be something to hold, and it did, right? And it did. We could see it right here. We had some previous resistance, now turn support. Is this going to be demand in this zone? I think so. So anywhere from about 470 tomorrow, 470, about 471, I will be looking for dips in this area to hold. If it does, great. A reclaim of 473 is big. 475 is even bigger, obviously. But if we open up above 470 tomorrow, look for dips into that zone to hold. If they hold, great. Look for the upside trade there. Can get as low as 468 under that 470. I'm definitely looking for a bounce there. Short trade is here under 468, I believe. I think under 468, we likely go down and see these lows from the previous week. 464.50 to 464. As we zoom out, look left, we could see that's the PAL FOMC meeting pump. So looking at that zone for a long at 464. But if we open up above 470, look for dips into 470 to hold, as it is going to be the previous day low as well. But 470, 468 are your bounce zones. Reclaiming 473, 475 will be incredibly bullish. Have to get above 478 to see that all-time high up here at 480. QQQ. What's going on with the Qs? Definitely strong. Apple did show some strength today. The banks were strong as well, but we can see that this 405, 405, 406 area is holding on these dips so far. Just long wicks down, right? Long wicks down. So for me, open up a 405, look for the bounce into 4, look for the dip into 405 to hold. If it does, great. But 405, 403 are my bounce zones. I would like to see a possible short setup all the way under 402. 402, if we get under 402, you could definitely think we could see these previous week lows right down to 399, 395, 399, 395. 399, 395, but I would look for the possible little bounce here at 399. It could easily come. But as of right now, I mean, we're really just building out this balance. So, guys, look to trade at your levels of interest. If you get caught in the middle, right, you don't want to diddle in the middle. Diddling in the middle, you'll get the fiddle. Nobody wants to fiddle. Nobody likes to fiddle, right? You're going to look for the long, or you're going to look to trade around your areas of interest. Areas of interest. So, open up about 405 tomorrow. I would like to see if we can hold anything, any dips into about this 405 area for possible retest and revisit of about 411. 403 can be your bounce zone as well there on QQQ and IWM. Anyone take the trade? Anyone take the trade? We talked about it. We said 188. We talked about yesterday. We said we had some balance and then rip up. Obviously, the PAL rip here came back, started giving some more balance, then broke underneath the balance to revisit this old balance that's likely is demand, right? And we got a nice bounce off of this zone here. All right, that's that back test we're waiting for. So tomorrow, as long as 188 holds, look for a move back to about 192. You can watch for the possible reject of this old zone, as this is likely to be supply. So watch for the possible reject, but a break and hold of this upside. 196, I believe, is going to be at play right back to the top of that balance zone from the beginning of the year. Really quickly, guys, I want to talk about PayPal. Went insane. If you're in the Discord, you know we had bought those calls. And it looks like, to me, honestly, I feel like we got some institutional buys, because look at this candle. Look at this volume, right? Last time we had volume similar to that. I mean, you guys can see it's over in this area. We started our uptrend, right? A huge volume on this daily candle. We knew that 457 was going to be our area that would invalidate the trade. We went under a little bit, grabbed some liquidity. We talked about this candle right here, possible fair value gap or whatever you want to call it, demand. I don't care. But we had that dip and then this motherfucker ripped. So look, huge volume here. We had February calls. They went insane down to runners. So congrats on that trade there. 460. Got to get above 460. Opens up the gap to about 460.77. But really, wow, that's, yeah, here we go. Got to get above 460. If we get above 460, that opens door 462, 464 from there. Guys, that's all I got for you. Oh, forgot about this guy here. Check out our boy Home Depot. Obviously, this monthly chart, let's not forget, we have a very nice breakout coming, right? Very nice breakout of this monthly balance. I mean, we've been here since March of last year, so that's almost a year, right? It's almost a year, and we're breaking out above this area. So we want to stay above 355. We know we had nice, some daily candles building a base above this area. So for me, I'm going to be watching this 355 to hold tomorrow. Looks like we're just playing catch up with some EMAs here, but 350, 350 to 355. If that area holds on any dips, I would look to take some longs. I like some February calls as close to the money as possible as you can get, but buy some time on these. Buy some time. Can't do March. They just are a little bit pricey. Guys, that's all I got for you. As usual, you got to wake up early, get your levels right, and of course, not do anything fucking stupid. We'll see you bright and early. Peace.